The Kraft Foods Company brings you The Adventures of the Falcon, starring Les Damon.
Hello? Yes, this is the Falcon speaking. Oh, Cornelia. I'm glad you called, but I'll have to take a rain check, Angel. Tonight I'm tied up with a character who tried to pull off a legal swindle. He found a loophole in the law, but we found a bullet hole in him.
This is Ed Hurley, friends, inviting you on behalf of the Kraft Foods Company to listen to The Adventures of the Falcon. You met the Falcon first in his best-selling novels. Then you saw him in his thrilling motion picture series. Now join him on the air when the Falcon solves the case of the Stooge's Errand. Sunday afternoon and time for another thrilling adventure of the Falcon. But first, a word about another kind of adventure, an adventure in flavor. For right now at your grocer's, there's a wonderful new salad oil for use in your homemade salad dressings, your cooking, your baking. It's Kraft Salad Oil, the first salad oil ever offered for your home use by the makers of all those wonderful Kraft prepared dressings. Now, Kraft Salad Oil is more than just a new oil. It's a new kind of oil, a lighter-bodied oil to mix quickly and perfectly with all other ingredients. That's because it's not just refined. It's superfined by a special process created by Kraft. Yes, superfined to put new magic into the salad dressings you make yourself, into those wonderful chiffon cakes you pride yourself on, into every home recipe that calls for liquid shortening. Don't wait to get acquainted with Kraft Salad Oil. Look for the bottle with the beautiful label tomorrow at your grocer's. Get Kraft Salad Oil. And now, the case of the Stooge's Errand. It's Sunday afternoon in New York, and tall, slender Rog Saunders has just come out of his apartment building, accompanied by his squat, cigar-chewing companion, chauffeur, bodyguard, and canasta partner, Jocko Quinn. As they approach Saunders' new foreign-made racing job, they see a man walking around the car, studying it appreciatively.
Hey, boss, Macy.
So I see, Jocko. So I see. Well, Macy, like it?
Oh, hello, boys. Yeah, Saunders. Beautiful automobile. Wish I could afford one like it, especially if I already had two other cars.
What's on your mind, Macy? What are you doing here?
You know the answer to both those questions, Saunders.
It couldn't be money by any chance.
On the nose. A genius. Not that I like to be mercenary, you understand, but if my money is going to be buying in fancy automobiles, it ought to be buying them for me.
You know I don't like to be dunned.
Dunned, he says. Look, pal, you borrowed the insignificant sum of only 20,000 berries from yours truly, a mere nothing. And it was only 8 months ago, practically yesterday, and you were going to pay me back in 3 weeks. You're only 7 months late. Done.
You'll get your money.
I've heard that song before. I used to believe it. But you've been living high. When I hear you bought yourself another jalopy, imported yet, I figure this rate's a look-see and conversation about my Mazuma.
Shall I hand him the old scramble,
Let
boss?
go of
No,
me.
Jocko, no. He's entitled to his money. He wants to be small about it.
Small, he says. 8 months.
You're worried because I'm a little fast with the buck. You think I'm tossing the roll.
Look, I didn't ask you any questions when you needed the dough. I figured you were a pal. You said you were going to make some investments, okay. But now, what do you expect me to think?
I have made investments, Macy. I have. Very good investments. All I'm blowing is the velvet. Now, tell me something. You know fighters. What do you think of Pepper Dugan?
Good punch. I don't know how he is on distance. He seemed to tire the last time.
Tire? Coaster, that's all. Had the decision wrapped up with the ace, so he took 9 and 10 easy.
You know all about it.
I ought to. I own the controlling interest in Dugan.
Oh?
That's where your 20 is, Macy. That's what Dugan cost me 8 months ago, 20 grand. And since then, he's won 3 fights. Big ones. He's worth double the 20 now, at least.
Yeah, could be. So you've seen a profit. Now let me see my 20.
I'll do better, Macy. I'll give you your choice. Cash or what you lent me, plus a 5 for Dugan.
How's that?
I'm offering you Dugan's contract for the 20 I owe you, plus $5 grand more. That's all I'm asking. A profit of 5 G's. You said yourself Dugan is worth plenty, over 25 now.
Yeah, but then why should
You did me a favor. I'm doing you one. That's all.
I don't know.
Well, it's up to you. Take it or leave it. You want cash, I'll pay you cash. You want Dugan? Just give me back my notes and a check for the balance.
I'll think it over.
You do that, Macy. You just do that.
That's it, Dugan. Now throw your right. No, doggone it, the right. Harry, you throw a right. This time, Dugan, when he does, counter with your right. Now, Harry. No, Dugan. All right, boys, hold it. Will you hold it? Come here, Dugan.
Sorry, Mr. Mason.
What's the matter with you? Harry comes through with his right and you just stand there.
It's his hand. It's hurting again.
What hand?
My right hand. Didn't Mr. Saunders tell you?
Tell me what?
Why, I busted my hand in the 8th of the Gasha fight, you butt.
So that's why you slowed down.
Sure. It's a bad break. Doc doesn't know if it'll ever heal right.
And Saunders was doing me a favor unloading you. Oh, that's just great, that is.
Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Macy. You think Mr. Saunders gypped you intentionally?
Are you kidding?
I don't know. I always trusted him. He talks so honest.
Sure, he's got a great line.
I don't believe he's a crook. He was always good to me.
He gave you the heave-ho as soon as you slipped a cog,
Well,
didn't
he told me he was getting out of the fight game.
Because you busted your mitt.
Could be, but I hope you're wrong, Mr. Macy. I sure hope you're wrong.
Look, kid, I hate to destroy your faith in mankind.
It's not my faith I'm worried about, Mr. Macy. It's my 15 grand.
Your what?
Mr. Saunders held back part of my cut of the gates in the last couple of fights. Said he was going to invest it for me.
Oh, fine.
Mr. Macy.
Yeah, Dugan?
That lawyer you're going to see, do you figure he could take on an extra client?
Hello?
Hello, does Michael Waring live here?
I do.
Oh, you're, My name's Ralph Macy. I need a detective. My lawyer suggested you.
Well, what's your lawyer's name?
George Hollis. What?
Well, if it's a good case, he rates a box of cigars come Christmas.
I just want you to find a man for me.
Well, what did he take, your money or your woman?
How do you know it's either?
Usually is, especially with a lawyer involved.
He gypped me out of $25,000, and another fellow out of 15.
Oh, gypped and skipped, huh?
That's right. And my lawyer tried to reach Saunders. That's the fellow, Rod Saunders. Tried to reach him at his hotel, but he's gone. No forwarding address, just a back bill for over 2 months.
He doesn't miss a trick.
You find him for me?
At $50 a day in expenses, I'll try.
They say the Falcon never fails.
Who says?
Well, do you?
Well, let's just say I never admit failure. All right, Macy, what can you tell me about Saunders?
Yes?
Are you Ivy Gray?
That's right.
Well, they told me Saunders has expensive taste. I see what they mean.
What are you talking about?
You and Roger Saunders. I understand you were good friends.
Were. We still are.
Oh. Well, then maybe you can tell me where to find him.
Maybe I can. What do you want to see him about?
About 10 minutes.
What is it, Ivy? Someone for me?
Yes. He didn't give his name.
Oh, no, don't tell me you're Saunders.
Why not? Isn't that who you wanted?
But it's too simple. I've just started looking.
Looking? For what?
For you. In the first place, I tried.
Who are you? Why are you looking for me?
My name's Mike Waring. Ralph Macy hired me to locate you.
Hired you? You a detective?
Mm-hmm.
Now, wait a minute. Waring. You're not the Falcon.
For my mistake, I thought I was.
Macy could have saved himself the trouble and expense of hiring you, Waring. Why didn't he call Ivy himself?
Probably didn't think she'd talk. He thought you were hiding.
Why should I hide?
Well, you did check out of your hotel suddenly.
To prevent their throwing me out. I was what is known as in arrears. But I'm not hiding.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I've moved to the Grafton Apartments. Macy can find me there if he likes, but just what does he want?
His money back. He says you gypped him.
What? I did him a favor.
Well, he doesn't see it that way.
Well, if he wants money, he'll have to get in line.
Yeah, so I gather.
And you might tell him the line's not going anywhere.
What's that?
Can't collect what I don't have.
Well, you have 3 cars. A summer estate in Maine, 50 suits of clothes.
Who's been taking inventory?
Macy's lawyer.
Oh. Well, tell him to look a little closer, and he'll find none of it belongs to me. It's all in Jocko's name.
Now, who's Jocko?
Jocko Quinn, friend of mine. And Jocko owes nobody. So you see, Waring, I'm not in hiding. Nobody can touch me legally because I have nothing to touch.
Yes, I see, Saunders. But when your creditors hear about it, I have an idea they're liable to touch you, and in a way you won't like.
Come in. That you, Dugan?
Yeah, Mr. Macy, I just come from the doctor.
I hope he had good news for you. You'll need it.
Huh?
I got a report from Waring. He located Saunders.
Oh, good.
Good, he says. Saunders has pulled a legal cutie. Handed all his marbles to Jocko.
I don't get you.
You don't get anything, pal. Neither do I. It's hocus pocus with our greenbacks. There's nothing we can do.
Wait a minute. Take it slow, will you?
Look, it goes like this. Saunders has turned all his cash into merchandise. Clothes, cars, houses, whatnot. And he mortgages the whole package to Jocko.
I still don't get it.
The stuff is in Jocko's name. Legally, we can't touch it. But Jocko is just Saunders' stooge. So Saunders has full use of the whole works, and we're out in the cold.
Can he do a thing like that?
He's done it.
That's just great. That's all I need. You know what the doc said?
Your hand still isn't right.
I can't fight for at least a year.
Oh, no.
That's what he said. That means no dough coming in. Now I gotta collect from Saunders. That's all I gotta.
So do I, but the question is
If
how.
that lawyer of yours is no help, I'll just have to help myself. If I could only get Saunders sometime when Jocko isn't around. After all, I still got one good hand.
Yeah, Dugan. You've also got a very good point there. I hope something comes of it.
Miracle Whip.
Has a flavor so pleasing.
Miracle Whip.
Tastes so lively, so teasing.
Miracle Whip.
Only one of its kind.
Miracle Whip.
Best salad dressing you'll find.
Miracle Whip is the only one of its kind because it's different, a different type of salad dressing made from a secret craft recipe. Miracle Whip combines the best qualities of boiled dressing and old-fashioned mayonnaise, so it's truly distinctive and delicious, with a flavor millions of folks call just exactly right. Try it, won't you? One taste will tell you why it's America's favorite salad dressing, the one and only Miracle Whip. And now, back to the adventures of the Falcon. A few days have passed since Macy and Dugan decided they weren't going to get a legal technicality to stand between them and collecting the money Rog Saunders owed them. They're also not going to let Saunders' stooge, Jocko Quinn, stand between them and the money. But Jocko knows none of this as he enters Saunders' apartment, where he's met by a white-faced Ivy Gray.
Jocko, where have you been?
Just down to get some cigarettes from Mr. Saunders. Why?
Was anyone with him when you left?
No.
Was he expecting anyone?
Only you.
You're sure?
What is this? Where is Saunders? Why doesn't he...
He's in the other room.
Well, why the questions?
Look for yourself.
Huh?
Go ahead. Right in there.
Okay. Mr. Saunders, I'm back. Hey, what's the matter with him?
He's dead. That's what's the matter with him.
Hello?
Is that the Falcon?
Yes, this is the Falcon speaking.
Macy again, Waring.
Oh, have you lost Saunders again?
In a way.
I thought last time was a little too easy to be true.
I know where he is, Waring. It's not that.
Oh, well, keep it up. You're making great sense.
He's dead.
Oh. Well, couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Murdered.
Am I supposed to register surprise or sympathy?
Sympathy.
For a guy who gypped his friends?
For me, the police think I did it.
Well, did you?
No.
Why not?
I've been told it's against the law.
Oh, and you never break the law.
Well, I parked overtime once, but I paid my fine.
Okay, you're a model citizen. What do you want me to do about it?
Convince the police.
It'll take more than a character reference.
That's why I'm calling on you. You can find the real killer.
Can I?
The Falcon never fails.
You dreamer, you.
This is one dream that better come true, Waring. All that depends on it is my life.
Hello, Sergeant Corbett.
Well, goody. It's Mike Waring. Did you come down to headquarters to see your client, Waring?
No, of course not, Corbett. I came down to see you.
He loves me.
To know you is to love you.
How did we get into this? What do you want, Waring?
What have you got on the Saunders killing?
He's dead.
Well, thanks so much.
His girl found the body.
Ivy Gray?
Yeah.
What's this? List of things you found on the body?
Yeah, just the usual.
Handkerchief, key, packages, cigarettes, matches, coins. Any fingerprints in the apartment?
His own, the girl's, and Jocko Quinn's, guy who works for him.
So right away you suspect Macy?
Macy had a beef. Claims Saunders gypped him.
If you suspect everyone whom Saunders gypped...
We do.
Then Macy doesn't head the list?
No.
You brought him down here?
Just for questioning, we let him go.
Oh, that's too bad.
Why?
Since he's my client, I'd like to feel sure he's innocent. And nothing could give me greater confidence along that line than your thinking he's guilty. How's it going, Dugan?
Do I know you?
I know you. I've seen you in the ring.
Oh.
This is what you train on? Irish, straight?
Are you gonna give me a temperance lecture?
No, it's a little out of my line.
Then go away.
Macy tells me Saunders owed you 15 grand. Says you were sore when it looked like you might not get it back.
Oh, Macy says, does he? Macy says. I tell you, he talks too much. I'll fix Macy so he doesn't talk so much.
Like you fixed Saunders?
Huh? Oh, wise guy, huh? Maybe you want something too.
No.
Oh.
You don't do so good with a busted mitt and a stomach full of fog juice, Dugan. Come on, I'll help you up.
Oh, my head.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, my head. Huh?
What's this in your pocket?
What do you mean?
I think I'd better keep this until you come out of dreamland.
Hey, give me that, you.
You've had too many shots of alcohol to risk letting you take any shots with a gun. Now, come on your feet.
Hello?
Hello, Macy. This is Mike Waring.
Oh, yes, Waring. How's it going?
I don't know yet. I've just seen your boy, Dugan, loaded to the gills and packing a rod.
Uh-oh.
You can say that again. He was planning to go gunning for you.
For me? Why?
Well, that was my fault. I tried to get him steamed up to see what he'd say.
And now he wants to feed me lead, hmm?
Yeah, but I've got his cannon.
Oh?
But I thought I ought to warn you anyway, because he might dig up another one.
Thanks, Waring, but I can take care of myself.
Yeah, sure you can, Macy. The question is, can you take care of Dugan?
Oh, hello, Mr. Waring.
Now, why don't you call me Mike?
I hardly know you.
Well, let me in. We'll go to work on that.
Please, Mr. Waring, Roger's death was quite a shock.
Well, then
and
why not help me find out who done it?
What difference does it make now?
A lot of difference. To the murderer.
Well, I'm afraid I can't be much help.
You found the body.
I'd like to forget that.
Were you in love with Saunders?
I liked him.
Because he was a good spender?
Partly.
Of other people's money?
I don't know. I didn't ask where he got it.
I do know.
Look, if you're going to make insulting remarks...
Facts.
Goodbye, Mr. Waring.
Just a minute, Ivy. Where was Jocko Quinn when Saunders was killed?
Roger sent him out to get some cigarettes. Now, will you please go?
If you'll answer just 2 more questions.
Sorry.
I wear 11 E's. You can't possibly close the door.
What are the questions?
Was Saunders absent-minded?
What? No, of course not.
Was he a heavy smoker?
Not especially. And that's 2 questions.
You're right you are, Angel. So long. Pardon me, you Jocko Quinn?
Yeah.
Ah, good. I heard that you eat in this bean wagon. In fact, I've heard quite a lot about you, Jocko. It's time we met.
Who are you? What do you want?
My name's Mike Waring.
Oh? I've heard about you, too, Falcon.
Well, then we ought to get along fine.
You having dinner?
No, just looking for you.
Well, I'm finished. Here, sister, keep the change.
Thanks.
Oh, come on, Waring, if you want to talk to me.
Sure.
Now, what do you want?
Information about Saunders' murder.
I don't know nothing.
No. Don't be so modest, Jocko.
I wasn't there.
Where were you?
Saunders sent me out for cigarettes.
You're lying, Jocko.
What?
I said you're lying, and I can prove it.
Yeah?
Yeah, Saunders had a pack of cigarettes on him when he was murdered. He wasn't a heavy smoker, so he wouldn't have sent you out to get him some. So, Jocko, what do you got to say to that?
What have I got to say? Just this?
No, you don't.
Dugan, you showed up in the nick of time. Thanks for knocking out Waring. You saved me the trouble.
I've been looking for you, Jocko.
Seems everybody's looking for me.
Yeah. Now that I've taken care of Waring, it's your turn. Come here, Jocko.
Hello, Corbett.
Welcome to headquarters again, Ware. Well, look at you. Who stepped on your face?
That's what I'd like to know.
You mean you got your jaw pushed out of shape like that and you don't know how it happened?
That's right.
Well, that's what comes of hitting the bottle.
It feels more like the bottle hit me. But at least I solved the case for you.
Oh, you solved it.
Mm-hmm. I know who killed Saunders.
Are you going to tell me, or do I guess?
Well, let's not wait for miracles. I'll tell you.
Don't do me any favors.
No favor. I have an account to square with Jocko.
Jocko, is he the murderer?
He is.
You don't say.
I do say.
And you have an account to settle with him?
He's responsible for this lump on my jaw.
Thought you didn't know how you got that.
I don't, not the details. All I know, we were fighting, and all of a sudden it's lights, bells, and curtains. But so help me, I'll swear he didn't throw a punch when it happened. My eyes aren't that bad.
He just blew the man down.
I don't know. But I'm going to find out as soon as you pick up Jocko, so get to work on it.
I anticipate your every wish. We've already picked up Jocko. Now all we got to do is put them together again.
What?
Let's go down to the hospital, and you can see for yourself.
Hospital?
That's right, Waring. He was unconscious, but maybe he can talk now. You know, for a couple of boys who didn't throw many punches, you fellas sure did a lot of damage. Hello, Jocko. Visitors.
Hello, Sergeant.
You know Waring, Jocko?
Yeah, we met.
Yeah, head on.
But I want to know, Jocko, what hit me?
Dugan, with the sap.
Oh.
Dugan?
Yeah, Sergeant. He come up while we was fighting. He wanted to get Waring out of the way so he could go to work on me.
What's he want to do that for?
He said he was collecting for himself and Macy. He couldn't collect from Saunders no more, so he was going to collect from me.
Yeah, with a blackjack.
Yeah. He got me in his car, tried to get me to sign a paper, and when I said no, he started swinging.
Well, I can see why you didn't want to sign away your stuff after you'd killed a man for it.
I didn't kill Saunders. He always treated me good. Why did I want to kill him?
For all the stuff he put in your name. With Saunders dead, you stand to keep it.
But I didn't kill him.
And how about that lie about the cigarettes?
Okay, so I lied. That don't make me a killer.
Well, why'd you lie?
Because I didn't go out for cigarettes. I went down to Louis' cigar stand to place a buck. I played the numbers with Louis, only I didn't want Mr. Saunders to know because he didn't like me to play. I didn't want to make trouble for Louis, so I tried to keep him out of it, that's all. What's a joke, Sergeant?
I'm not laughing at you, Jocko, but look at Mastermind here. He had the case all solved. There was just one little thing wrong with his figuring. It gave him the wrong answer.
This is Ed Hurley again, friends. I do want to tell you something I'm sure you mothers especially will want to know. It's how to get the finest cheese food you can buy for your family. It's simple, really. Just be sure you buy Velveeta, Kraft's delicious pasteurized processed cheese food. Velveeta tastes good, and it's so good for you, too. For Velveeta is rich in important food values from milk, and it's as digestible as milk itself. So it's perfect anytime for snacks, sandwiches, and grand hot dishes. Try it, won't you, Mother? Make Velveeta your handy helper. Just be sure you get genuine Velveeta, the pasteurized processed cheese food of top quality, made by Kraft. Now, back to the adventures of the Falcon. Only an hour has passed since Mike Waring found that a private detective's lot is not always a happy one. Now the Falcon has arrived at Ivy Gray's apartment, still in search of the elusive solution to the case.
Mr. Waring, will you please go away and stop bothering me?
Sure, as soon as you tell me just exactly what happened up at Saunders' place.
I did.
I missed some of the details.
I told you, I want to forget.
All right, so let's get the facts straight before you do. You found the body?
Yes.
It was in the back room of the apartment?
Yes.
How did you get in?
The door was open.
After you found the body, what did you do?
Started to leave, to call the police. At the door to the apartment, I met Jocko Quinn. He said Roger'd sent him for cigarettes.
Did you tell him about the murder?
No, not right away. I started asking questions. When he wanted to know why, I showed him the body.
And then?
Then I got out of there. Now, is that all?
Just one more question.
What is it?
What are you doing tonight, Angel?
Homicide, Sergeant Corbett speaking.
Mike Warwick's out here, Sergeant.
He's out there? Well, send him in. I want him to see this.
Yes, sir.
All right, Macy, sit down next to Dugan. You on the other side of him, Jocko.
Okay. Just what is this, Sergeant?
I'm going to prove a couple of points, but we'll wait until Waring gets in here. He's right outside.
Prove, he says. You don't have anything on us.
We'll see. All right, Waring, come right on in.
What are you so all-fired cheerful about, jolly boy?
What's the matter, Waring? Still sore that you pulled the boner?
I haven't tossed in the towel yet. Hello, Macy.
Hello, Waring.
And Jocko, what are you doing out of bed?
He's going to wrap this case right around your boy's neck, Waring.
Yeah?
Sure. Dugan told him he was collecting for himself and Macy. That means they were working together. And the beat-up of Jocko was part of a plan.
Plan? This is the first I heard of it.
That's right, Sergeant. Mr. Macy didn't know.
Yeah, well, you told me to tell you, but
we
any
did
plan.
it.
I said you were trying to get
Shut
out.
up, Wally. Shut up.
Corbett, must we go through all this rigmarole?
You shut up, too, Waring. We tried your way. Now it's my turn.
I like my way better.
Except it doesn't work.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you got the case solved again?
No, not again. Still.
Huh?
I said Jocko killed Saunders. He did, and this time he's not squirming out of it.
See, Waring, I told you.
Did you, Macy?
Sure, the Falcon never fails.
I'll tell that to Sergeant Corbett. For a while, he thought the Falcon had laid a great big egg.
How'd you finally clinch it?
Well, when Jocko ran into Ivy in Saunders' apartment, he told us Saunders to send him out for cigarettes. But I proved that was a lie.
Yeah, but he explained that.
Mm-hmm. But how come he thought he could get away with that lie?
What do you mean?
Well, since Saunders didn't send Jocko out for cigarettes, Saunders would naturally trip him up on it.
But Saunders was dead.
Sure. Only how did Jocko know? Supposedly, he didn't learn of the murder until after the lie.
Oh.
Yes, if he'd been innocent, he'd have thought Saunders was alive in the apartment, and he wouldn't tell an obvious lie involving Saunders right under his nose. Therefore, he knew Saunders was dead. Therefore...
All right, Waring. I get it.
Well, good. That's all there is to it.
You're pretty sharp, Waring. Pretty sharp.
Yeah, maybe. But there's one angle to this case even I don't get, Macy.
What's that?
I asked Ivy for a date tonight. And if the Falcon never fails, how come I'm spending the evening with you, huh?
Friends, America's defense program has placed on the Red Cross one of the greatest responsibilities it has ever had to assume. Now, in addition to day-to-day aid to the sick and injured, the Red Cross must extend its services to the men of our growing armed forces in camps and hospitals, at home and overseas. Now, too, the Red Cross must recruit, train, and equip millions of home defense volunteers in first aid and home nursing. And the Red Cross system of blood banks must be expanded to meet greater civilian and military needs. That's why Red Cross needs your help. By giving as generously as you can to the Red Cross, you are helping to mobilize for the defense of your family, your community, your country.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.